Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Draft Day Sports, College Basketball 2019, episode number 5. We are entering season number 2. It is June, and we're going to be opening up with recruiting for the upcoming season. Sadly, we're coming off the first relegation in ages, if you're counting back to the old series, but in our very first season of the new series, in the 2019 edition, we go down on a tiebreaker, which was pretty heartbreaking, as we just about came close enough. The roster is beginning to look our own, and I have not had a look yet, and we're going to need to figure out what to do about recruiting. And speaking of, let's go ahead and take a look before we get into it. We have 4 scholarships available, plenty of money to spend in order to grab those recruits. So we have 4 scholarships. We can just about fill every position as a need. But let's see what those needs are first. So taking a glance at the roster. Let's first look at GPA, see if anybody's in trouble. No, we are all in good shape, so that is good. So back to position, we have 3 point guards, 1 senior, and 2 freshmen, so I am not in need of a point guard right now. Shooting guard I definitely need, as we have 2 seniors. At small forward, and both of those are walk-ons as well, so shooting guard is a big need for us. Small forward, 1 senior, and a redshirt freshman, so that's the one position we didn't end up with a recruit. So I'll definitely need a small forward. Power forward, 1 senior outgoing, and center, 1 senior outgoing. So the one position I think we're going to be good on is point guard, because I have the 2 freshmen. Without looking at their abilities of any kind, just setting ourselves up for the future, point guard will be left out as we go ahead and set up our recruiting for the year. All right, let's start off with who has interest. And let's see if there's anybody at a higher rank. Not really. There's a couple guys here that are in an okay spot. Let's go ahead and add them to the list as a just in case. Oh, GPA though. What is GPA? 3.1. Junior college transfer with a 2.5, so kind of just enough. And a 2.9. That was the 3 guys that were inside the top 600. So I'll add them to the list, but only them. Alright, let's go with a... Wait, hold on. Can I go back? Load by region. There we go. Okay. Loading West recruits. Nope, take off the interest. Okay. I'm going to pick out right here real quick just because he's in the top 50. And that would be a fantastic grab if we get him. Was there anyone else besides Wright at the top 100 from the West? No. Alright, so I'm going to exclude point guards. So we've added 1 to the list and 1 alone. As you can't turn that guy down if he wants to come play for us, kind of thing. And now we're going to dig through here real quick and add everyone to the list. Oh, gotta be checking that GPA. 2.4 is not gonna cut it. GPA is right there. 2.9 is my minimum, otherwise they're not gonna have the SAT score to make them eligible unless they are junior college transfers. By the way, getting this in the first place, see, there's a JC transfer, but I want them at least 2.5. Like this guy. I think I just took a 2.8 or 2. That's borderline at best. 2.3 is not going to make it. 2.5 is not going to make it. .2 JC transfer is not going to make it. Leaving a lot of guys off the list here. Already down to 160 in the rankings. Nope. 2.9 is supposed to be my minimum. I know I took a couple 2.8s, but they were at least higher ranks where you might be a little more willing to take a risk that they're not going to remain eligible. We're up to 232 in the ranks. In fact, I think at this point, beyond 250, I need to be moving to 3.0 and above. Okay, we're up to 310 already. We're just about done populating our list. Bandon Oregon. That's the only reason why I'm going to add this one to the list. And I'll go ahead and make him our last guy. Alright, back to that. And we will go with call list first. Start right from the top. Here's our list. It's not too long. We've only got, looks like, 3 junior college guys. One of them being that lower ranked one on the list. Oh boy. High school player, 28.5 points per game. That's a score right there. 5 assists as well. Even 3 steals a game. That's some gaudy numbers right there. No wonder he's ranked 6th overall. Alright, well, let's give him a call. He's probably not going to be interested in us, but doesn't hurt to try. He hangs up on us first time we try to call him. But we get through to the very next guy on the list. Alright, hey, we got him completely unlocked. Greg Roberts out of Wyoming. And that's all of our time. So let's hit up the watch list. And Roberts, I can tell from his numbers that he's going to be amazing. I don't need to wait a week. I'm going to go ahead straight in offer. And already set to watch film. Roberts inside the top 25 is probably going to be somebody I want to offer. Almost certainly going to be an A overall. Blocks per game. 8.6 blocks per game, 14.5 rebounds. Yes, I'm already going to offer. Looks like Eli is going to have similar numbers, but you can see he's missed a little bit. 4.5 steals a game, though. I mean, wow, those 3 guys. Alright, first
You have new mail.
week of recruiting is done. Pace will go a little bit faster from here. So we've already got some populated lists. Moving to America's Independence Day. There we go. It took a little while. Wow, look at all those guys' initials at an A all the way down to Shell at 56. And even the couple below that. Dang. If I can get a few of these guys. Of course, those numbers are going to change. They're not very accurate to begin with. I should say letters, as they are not posted at numbers, are they? Okay, do I have anybody from Oregon? Go ahead and scout you since it's cheap. A couple more from Oregon. Get a head start on those guys for a relatively low cost. Alright, back to the call list. And Jones. Ooh, hey, we got through to Jones too? That wasn't me, that was my coach who got through to him. Already got Roberts. And we're partway through Eli here. Did hang up on us though before the end, but we got pretty far. And look at that. So Perez, somebody that my coach got through to, and we're already number 8 on his list. That is phenomenal. That I'm already through to the top 4 guys. I offered Jones a scholarship, and that maybe is what gave him the interest, because I didn't see any unlocks. Yeah, blocks A, rebounds A, defense. Ooh. Yeah, there are some players there that I would absolutely love, even if I could only grab one out of that whole bunch. If I grab one of those guys, that is a game changer for this team going forward, as we definitely lacked a bit of quality in last season's team. On to the next week. And we're still doing summer camps, not the new week yet.
You have new mail.
Just in case, we might be getting our new summer camp. So who's the last guy? Woolfolk.
You have new mail.
And yes, it looks like we got everybody who was at the camp. So good thing that I just made note of that. Let's see. Las Vegas Review. There's the recruits that were there. Let's see, most of my list. There's Woolfolk, the guy I was just talking about. Recap. Named all camp team. Oh, let's see. Where is it? Jaron Angeli. Greg Roberts, Jason Hurd, Wade Flores, and Daniel Eli. Alright, we're on watch list. Woolfolk was the last one that I watched film on, so we'll start down here just below him. Now this Oregon guy, we already took a look at him. I'm going to try to skip over them for now, as I went and scouted them live. And then I kind of scouted just about everybody live as well. I'm going to save one. So we're down to Robinson. Save one for this guy from New Mexico, the only one that I don't have something on. So I can start to eliminate some from the list next week. Do you have the option to scout live? Again, let's see these top guys. Whoa, GPA 2.1. Is that changed? Or did I not check? That's our 1 point guard on the list, so he's coming off. Now we're really not going to get a point guard this year. I don't care how good he is, he's not going to qualify. Alright, so we've got everything there. Couple to go plus the parent info. Oh, dang. Wright has this number 4 on his list, too. But with the 2.1 GPA, there's literally no chance. Okay, we got through to Shell, but then he hung up on us. So he said he was going to give me the time, and he changed his mind. And that's it for time, and none of those guys responded this time. Okay, we've got some camps to run before we get to the next week.
You have new mail.
Okay, a couple more camps that week. Now the recruiting takes place. And we've already been to the one camp that I was going to attend, so... Dead week. Let's see, we're on call list. Let's go ahead. Get through there. Eli. Perez. Okay, Shell. Cares about the academics. Doesn't like to talk much. Through on Watkins. Out of time. Back to the watch list. Now, let's see here. First evaluation is up. I've got 2 guys that cannot play defense. And it's 2 of the ones that were already interested in us. Not a big surprise on that one. So we are going to remove both of them from the list. As I refuse to take guys that will not play D. Now I've got a few there that are likely going to be out. And in terms of rankings, the other guy that was on our list is also there and not a good scorer either. So there's a reason why he's as far down the rankings as he is. So there's the 3 that had interest in us ahead of time. So it means we are working entirely with a list now of players that... boy, the first look here, this guy's not good. Not good on D. Not much of a scorer either. So what is he going to bring to the team? Nothing. So we'll take him off the list. Leave me with one guy who's not very good scoring or on defense, but we'll see. He's got a lot of B's. A further evaluation may turn out okay. That list is already getting a little bit shorter. So Robinson was where we left off with. Let's go back to watch list here. watch film on these last few guys. And then we'll work our way back to the top of the list. We've shortened the list by, what, 4? Okay, so we got to Watkins. It's a dead period, so there's no chance to go watch any of them play. Oh, we've already put in our calls. Okay, that's it for this week. No camps this week, so... Got straight to the next one. Let's see. Let's delete all, make some space there. Recruit. Evaluation period. Still got 2 scholarships left to offer. Right now I've got a small forward center. So, a couple of positions left to fill, but Eli also looking really, really good, so we might go after 2 centers initially. Which would mean Perez would be the likely next target. So I could go after these 4 guys. That will leave me shy of power forward, but I mean, come on, 2 centers. You can obviously play one beside the other, have them on the court at the same time. Alright, let's see. We got to, was it Watkins or Williamson? Not sure which. Okay, Caspers. The plural friendly ghost. No. Okay, nope, no call. Already got you. Roberts, Eli, Perez. Okay, Phillips. Phillips still toying with us. Shell finally decided not to hang up. And got it all. Watkins. Again, a plural guy at the Glen. Not from New York though, from California. Okay, a little bit of time left here. Williamson. We got through to him at least. Okay, we're back to some summer camps here.
You have new mail. You have new mail.
Alright, look at that. Outside of Phillips, that's a lot of guys with pluses already, but they're all single pluses until we can get a chance to go for some visits. This thing about starting with a program like this with low prestige comes down to the coach. Now, looking at these guys, academics is low for Jones. That's not going to help. Facilities is low. That's not going to help. He does care about playing time and location. Nevada, we're not a good location on that one. So playing time is about all I can offer him, which means Jones, not happening. So I could almost let him go at this point and save ourselves some money. We don't have any parent help. Okay, debating whether I should just let him go because this is essentially an unrecruitable player. And it goes down to our 4th tier thing before we have one that's even moderately going to get a response. And school prestige, conference prestige are absolutely going to someone else. He's going to sign for a big school. Why? Well, he's top 10 recruit in the nation. So let's go ahead and pull him. Damian Jones. We'll move on. We'll save our efforts for somebody else. Roberts. Location. School prestige. He does care about playing time. He does care about facilities a bit. Small chance on Roberts. But that's enough to not give up hope. Eli, location really matters. That's trouble because UNLV is... Oh, wait. That was the 2017... by the end of the 2017 edition, UNLV was one of the top teams in the nation. They had really built themselves up. You can see they're nowhere near the top 25. Facilities, maybe. It's still going to be a really tough grab. But again, small chance. So I might not rule him out. Oh my goodness, Perez is going to be hard to recruit for anyone, and school prestige is about the only thing. I can't recruit him on any of those. So even though we're number 8 on his list, I don't see us going up. Why don't I offer a scholarship this week and see if it boosts him up? Just naturally. Because our school prestige is quite low. Anything on parents yet? No. Alright, Phillips. No. Still hanging up on us. Okay, Shell. This is somebody we can get after. And he is an A. But his defense is a C. High parental influence. And I would assume real life wise, if one of your parents went to Stanford, academics is going to be very high on their list as well. Okay, Watkins, very much. That's somebody we can get after. Location, academics, and playing time, all of those. We can use on Watkins. His defense is a B. His scoring is an A. This is somebody I can definitely get after. Facilities and parent info. There we go. Got it. Okay. Okay, Williamson. Okay, we're far enough down the list now where it's no use looking these guys over. A little bit of time left. Williamson's done now. Gray hung up on us. Scott. I don't know if we got through or not because we were out of time regardless. We did not. He hung up on us. Okay, now I went partway down the list. How far did I get? Casper, the friendly ghost. But the plural version. Okay, watch film. Watch film. Watch some film. Let's go see our Oregon guy again. Ooh. Can't scout live. Quiet period. Never mind. How far did I get? Tiago. Okay, Tiago is the last one. We advanced the recruiting. We're going to push into August now. So, marching right through the summer. School year getting close to getting underway. Looking at the upcoming rankings for the season. North Carolina, the Tar Heels, are the favorites for this season. The Florida Gators right behind him. Georgia Tech, Ohio State, and Kansas make up the top 5. A little strange to see Duke outside of the top 5, but they're right there, just one spot below. Apparently there's no Zion Williamson for them this season, which would make perfect sense because he would very much be the number 1 pick in the NBA draft. Of course, the game does not use the real rosters. Okay, so watch list, we left off with somebody, Tiago. And Tiago's the end of the list now. I don't think he was. Do we have new rankings? I think we might. Yes, we do. We have new rankings. Okay, so we'll start from the top again. Tiago has moved down to the bottom of the rankings. In fact, he's dropped to 937. He's a C. Not offering a whole lot. Walcott, Turner all dropped well down the rankings. Let's go ahead and start with our calls since we're on this phase already. Perez, we stayed at 8. Like I said, this is not somebody that I've got any chance of recruiting. So I added the scholarship, and that did not perk his interest any. So I'm going to let him go. Being practical. Here's Phillips again. Still hanging up on us. Okay, got everything from Gray. Still have a decent amount of call time left. Okay, that was all the call time. Switch to the watch list. And now that we've reset, we will start at the top of the list. Okay, Kirkland. So, we've got the guy who likes to shop at Costco. And let's see, it's going to take us about 3 weeks to get through, and then we'll do some updates. We might eliminate a couple guys again. But Kirkland. Okay, right into some more recruiting. I do have 3 scholarships to offer. I only have the one automatic that's out there right now. I think Eli should get one as well, just because of the quality. Even though they're both centers. But I have that minimal chance on these guys, and might as well see what I can do with it. So we'll give him a scholarship offer. Folk is where we're at now on the film list. And the Hunter. I don't know if we have anybody ready to pray around here. Certainly not around the Hunter. Alright, onto the call list. So that's Hunter. Ooh, Phillips. I couldn't get through to him, but my assistant coach badgered him enough. Between the two of us, we finally made some headway. And look at that. Just like that, we've got everything on Phillips. So a little tag team to get that one done, but we got it done. Okay, Flores. Okay, Scott. Another hang-up call. Alright, Phillips. We'll check him out next week. See if we need to get into any scholarship offers. Again, there's 2 available right now. I have no power forwards near the top of the list at all. Tucker is the highest one. And right now I've got A's in the first 6 players on the list. Okay, we're set up on call list. I know these first guys, I'm through all of them. Let's jump in about here. Williamson cares about location. Montana, that doesn't help us. Playing time. That's going to be a difficult recruit to get. And a 2.8. But he is an A. But offense and defense, really, he's not that good. He's just a really good passer with a good outside shot. I'm going to let this guy go. Difficult recruit. Location, California, so gray as possible. Flores, Utah. There's a couple things to pitch there. Okay, on to Scott. Hello, hello. Okay, so Scott hung up on us again. Kirkland. Okay, we're through to Kirkland. And we got everything. I think that might actually be the first time we've talked to Kirkland. Here's same for Woolfolk, and we're already through on him. Out of time. Okay, let's see. Watch list. A little bit of work left here. And, oh man, how far down did I get? Who was it? Hunter! There you go, Hunter and the Prey. It's those little things that help you remember. You don't have to write it down. And overlapping doesn't help. You watch film again and again, you're only going to get so much of an update on that, and then you miss out on some players. Oh, last 2. Tiago's the only one left. Which means I'm down to, what, 21 recruits already? And we've already put in calls. I wanted to see here who else to offer scholarship to. Is Phillips somebody I want to offer to? B on defense and A on offense, a really good rebounder. Decent with the ball. Good shot in multiple places. It's not the greatest player, but he's certainly a decent player. I can offer him playing time. Location's not great, but Utah to Oregon, it's not bad. He might... It's kind of a maybe, an iffy one. Do I have any info? No. Let's go ahead and give him an offer. See, he's worth giving it a shot on. Watkins would be the top shooting guard. He cares about academics. He cares about location and we're the neighboring state. He cares about playing time. All of those things I could pitch. And he's a good defender. He's good on the ball. He's okay rebounding for a guard. Great athleticism, so yes. We are going to offer here as well. I think Watkins is our best shot, really, at this point, of the 4 guys that have an offer. So there you go. For now, we have all 4 scholarships out. One final week here in August. Okay, that list is getting a bit more populated with those single pluses. Still a quiet period. Key dates, where are we coming up? We are September 11th. Okay, so we're getting quite close to that first contact period. And at this rate, we should be able to get to it before the end of this episode, so we might have a couple recruits in the bag. Okay, Mike Scott is that first guy. I gotta remember that for next week. Be a little easier now that Tiago's the last one on the scouting. Ooh, I almost went too soon. He did not answer that one. There we go. Complained about his math teacher. Okay, new guy, London. Parker. And that's all the time. So we're down to Parker, which is still top half of the list. Tiago, is this the week? Do I have anybody? Watch film, there we go. Yeah, last one. We'll do just him this week. And into September, 1 week till contact period opens up. We've already got the first 4 guys that we're going to try to go after. Two of them I'm pretty nervous about. One of them is so-so, but I do think we've got a decent shot on Watkins. And we've got new rankings again. New rankings. So all the guys move back up a little bit. None of them are too low now. Scoring. Just one guy who's not a very good scorer, and that's Story. Also not a very good defender. A B overall apparently, but not a standout anywhere. Let him go. That'll actually bring me down to 20. Defense, still 2 guys that are a D, which I definitely don't like, but we've got some scorers. One of them's JC transfer at small forward. He's 71 and 188 in Tucker. Alright, we start with Scott on the calls. And we got through. And we are really getting through. He's having a nice long conversation with us. We got everything. Nice. And he is recruitable. Okay, Parker, a couple things left to go. And we're through to London as well. This is good, just in time for contact period. I have good information on most of the guys except for the bottom of the list that we have not started with just yet. Our assistant coach has gotten a little bit done. No one has signed on with anybody else yet. Okay. We'll move into that next week. Alright, contact period is on. Get these email messages out of the way. One that matters here, the top 50 list, the first list of Player of the Year. And the center out of Maryland, Griffith, is the favorite. North Carolina's top guy, which they're the top ranked team, is next on that list. Looks like North Carolina's got more talent than just one. Quite a few players, actually. Alright, here we go. Let the fun begin. The recruiting. This is where it counts. The work up until now is all preparation. What do you do with the contact period? Okay, school prestige. Can't pitch that. Location. Wyoming. A little bit too far away. It's playing time for Roberts. It is playing time for Roberts. So, playing time. And we're going to go for a visit. Go ahead and watch some film on him while we're at it. Just these top 4 guys. Okay, Eli, Nevada. Location matters a lot to him. Boy, not so good on that one. Facilities is our best chance. So we've got to try facilities. I have a feeling these are the 2 that I'm going to lose. Phillips, a little bit better. Utah, that's closer location. And he cares about playing time a lot. Let's try playing time. Okay, Watkins, this is the one that I think we've got a good shot at because we've got academics, we've got location and playing time and facilities. Kind of things that we do actually excel at. So, Watkins, let's start with academics. And that's our 4 pitches. So we're going to be visiting those guys. We still have our calls that we can put in. Let's see, I know we're all the way through Scott. Baker, Flores, was it London now? Yeah. Okay, we already have parent info. Oh, came up so close on getting everything on Foreman. All right, we advance. We advance. There we go.
You have new mail. You have new mail.
Okay, well, we didn't have anyone jump immediately and sign on. Somebody signed on somewhere, though, so we lost one of the 4. Roberts. Roberts is out. Eli. He liked the pitch. Okay, Phillips. He was happy. And Watkins. Very impressed. Please be Roberts. It is. It is Roberts. Okay, Roberts is going to Arizona. And it's time for scheduling. Back to the recruiting. So Roberts is out. Phillips, yeah, that was a mediocre plus, but Eli and Watkins both went well. So we're going to get Roberts out of here. Means I have one more to offer. Eli went well. I'm still not in his top 10, but we went to triple plus. That was... What did I pitch? Was it facilities? I pitched facilities, didn't I? I can try location, but I don't know if that's going to work. See, that's the thing. Facilities was so-so on the results. He was happy, but we only moved up so much. Let's see if we move up more this week. Okay, Phillips was happy but not super thrilled. That was playing time that we offered him, so let's try location. We'll try location. Utah is just about touching. See if we get a stronger response there. Okay, Watkins. We were on his list already, weren't we? Did we move up at all? Okay. He was happy though with the pitch, so we'll try that again. Now we have one scholarship left to offer. We need to figure out where it's going to be. We just lost a center, but we still have one. So what we're missing is a power forward, and if we get a second at a position, it needs to either be a small forward or a center, and not another shooting guard. But then again, there's 1A left in Shell. So what is Shell Academics location? Both things we could pitch, and facilities. Let's go for it. We're starting from scratch here anyway, so we'll start with academics on him. C on defense, but a really good scorer. Good ball handler. Passing, so good vision. Good outside shot. Not quite as good as the other player, but I think worth it. Alright, well that's my 4 for this week. The last 4 A's, I'm sure 1 or 2 of those will go away, and then we'll start getting into the more realistic pitches. Still no power forwards anywhere near the top of the list. Tucker is the highest ranked one, down at 188. Okay, so we advance the league. Here is the scheduling. That is a lot of road games in the non-conference schedule. A lot of road games. That's gonna hurt. Get a quick look at their prestige and what conference. American, winnable game. Boise's going to be difficult. That was who we lost to in the tiebreaker last season, I believe. St. Louis, Conference F also. Those are going to be difficult games. Arkansas State, that should be a win, as will that. Seattle's beatable. Mississippi State, Conference T, it's winnable. Akron's going to be a difficult game. Portland at home this year, that should be a win. Texas Arlington, Conference N, maybe. Illinois Chicago, that's going to be a tough home game. And then we start the conference schedule from there.
You have new mail. You have new mail. You have new mail.
I have new mail. Let's see it. Let's see it. There's a couple decisions. Daniel Eli, impressed. Mark Phillips is also happy. Watkins, really impressed. Mark Shell, they all thought it went really well. I have not looked at the recruits. I don't know if I got any of these. Daniel Eli going to UCLA. And Watkins has chosen our school. Okay, we got our first recruit, Brian Watkins. The shooting guard, ranked number 65 in the nation, is coming to our school for next year. So we got our first guy. And we also lost one. I have, I believe, 1 contact a week left here, but I am completely out of time for this episode. Ooh, no, I have 2 weeks left. Okay, well, hopefully I can get some more done. Eli is a loss. Going to UCLA. We got up to 5th on his list, though, but he's out. Phillips, still not on his list, so thinking that one's probably not going anywhere. Watkins has signed. And Shell is going to Wisconsin. You didn't tell me your decision. Maybe I missed that a week ago and didn't. I don't know. Let's see if anybody else has gone. Scott is gone. Need to wrap up this episode, by the way. Parker is gone, so our list is definitely getting smaller. Flores is gone. London is gone. All heading to Pac-12 schools for the most part, other than Kirkland going to UNLV. Wow, this is a lot of guys already signed on. There is Tucker. I'm probably going to be going for Tucker now. Okay, things have calmed down here at the bottom of the list a bit. Let's see how much shorter our list is. Much shorter. There's your marker. There's what, 3? This page plus 3 just outside. So that got short real fast. I will definitely keep going after Phillips, even though we're not on his top 10 right now, just because of how short our list has suddenly gotten. But we do have Watkins. We've at least got one big-time player coming for next year. We might get after Gray as well, but I'll have to compare off camera. It looks like we've got 2 really good scorers left. We've got a couple of really good defenders here in Robinson and Brown. But I'll be working on those. I've got 2 contact weeks to try to get something done. See if we can't get at least one more signed on now during this 2-week period, but probably unlikely, as Phillips is probably not going to jump on, and I've only got 2 weeks to try to get somebody else to sign on, but maybe. It only took us 2 to get Watkins. But that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode will be starting at the beginning of the season, so be sure to hit that like button. If you like what you're seeing, hit subscribe so you can help support me in growing the channel and continuing to bring you great content. Bye for now.